What is Mediterranean diet? It's generally accepted that the people living in countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea live longer and suffer less than most Americans from cancer and cardiovascular ailments. The not-so-surprising secret is an active lifestyle, weight control and a diet low in red meat, sugar, unsaturated fat and high in produce, nuts and other healthful foods. The Mediterranean diet may offer a host of health benefits, including weight loss, heart and brain health, cancer prevention, and diabetes prevention and control. By following the Mediterranean diet, you could also keep that weight off while avoiding chronic disease. There isn't a Mediterranean diet. Greeks eat differently from Italians, who eat differently from the French and Spanish. But they share many of the same principles. Working with the Harvard School of Public Health and the World Health Organization, Old Ways, a nonprofit food think tank in Boston, developed a consumer-friendly Mediterranean diet pyramid that offers guidelines on how to fill your plate, and maybe wine glass, the Mediterranean way.
How does Mediterranean diet work? Because this is an eating pattern, not a structured diet, you're on your own to figure out how many calories you should eat to lose or maintain your weight, what you'll do to stay active, and how you'll shape your Mediterranean menu. The Mediterranean diet pyramid should help get you started. The pyramid emphasizes eating fruits, veggies, whole grains, beans, nuts, legumes, olive oil and flavorful herbs and spices, fish and seafood at least a couple of times a week, and poultry, eggs, cheese and yogurt in moderation, while saving sweets and red meat for special occasions. Top it off with a splash of red wine, if you want. Remember to stay physically active and you're set. While certainly not required, a glass a day for women and 2 a day for men is fine if your doctor says so. Red wine contains resveratrol, a compound that seems to add years to life, though you'd have to drink hundreds or thousands of glasses to get enough resveratrol to possibly make a difference. Will Mediterranean diet help you lose weight? The Mediterranean diet might help you lose weight. While some people fear that eating a diet like the Mediterranean diet that is relatively rich in fats, think olive oil, olives, avocado and some cheese, will keep them fat, more and more research is suggesting the opposite is true. Of course, it depends on which aspects you adopt and how it compares to your current diet. If, for instance, you build a calorie deficit into your plan, eating fewer calories than your daily recommended max or burning off extra by exercising, you should shed some pounds. How quickly and whether you keep them off is up to you. Here's a look at a few studies addressing weight loss on the Mediterranean diet. A meta-analysis published in 2019 in the journal Nutrients suggests that consuming a Mediterranean diet is associated with improved outcomes for cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity and metabolic syndrome. A 2018 study published in Nutrition and Diabetes analyzed dietary patterns of 32,119 Italian participants over a mean of 12 years. Researchers concluded that following a Mediterranean diet is associated with lower levels of weight gain and less increase in waist circumference. But they also report the research has limitations and that more intervention studies are needed to confirm their findings. In 2019, the Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology journal republished an updated analysis of data from PREDIMED, a 5-year trial including 5,859 adults. 1,588 participants were admitted when the study was retracted and republished in 2017, with type 2 diabetes or at risk for cardiovascular disease who were assigned either a Mediterranean diet supplemented with olive oil, the same diet supplemented with nuts, or a control diet. Though the group with olive oil didn't experience a statistically different outcome, folks following the Mediterranean diet with nuts saw a difference in waistline over a 5-year period. A 2010 study in diabetes, obesity and metabolism assigned 259 overweight people with diabetes to one of 3 diets: a low-carb Mediterranean diet, a traditional Mediterranean diet, or a diet based on recommendations from the American Diabetes Association. All groups were told to exercise 30 to 45 minutes at least 3 times per week. After a year, all groups lost weight, the traditional group lost an average of about 16 pounds while the AITA group dropped 17 pounds and the low-carb group lost 22 pounds.
How easy is Mediterranean diet to follow? Because Mediterranean diets don't ban entire food groups, you shouldn't have trouble complying long-term. The Mediterranean diet can be convenient. When you want to cook, there's a recipe and complimentary wine that'll transport you across the Atlantic. Old Ways consumer-friendly tips will make meal planning and prepping easier. And you can eat out, as long as you bring someone along to share the hefty entrees.